If you are one of the 40% of the users of Bluetooth technology that currently own it, you know that just the natural rhythm, walking many times, and perspiration, the technology will fall off your ear. If I could direct your attention to the first slide. Here's the surgery locations. This is just underneath the earlobe.
The surgery location?
This is surgery. You would be under anesthesia. And at its tip, a microphone, a speaker, and an AC charging port.
Stop right there. Back to surgery 101.
Okay. Sure.
Darren, we're gonna operate on people.
Yes, we are.
It's pretty disturbing, and it freaks me out. I'm already out.
Port.
So you stick that needle in your head every night to charge it?
Yes, you would.
What happens if you miss, Darren?
So that you can't miss.
You can't miss?
Sure,
Really?
there's very trickle, low.
Darren, I'm out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Real Business Roundtable. Reads is today's top picks.
Real reads.
If you want a taste of the islands without having to buy a plane ticket, worry about packing up your luggage, you just want a taste of the islands and refreshment, look no farther than Reed's Zero Sugar Extra. It's a fresh,
Zero sugar extra. Oh,
crisp,
that got me wet.
crisp, delicious ginger beer. No alcohol is in this.
It was over there, just commentary. Like, he goes, what? What?
It's definitely one of my go-tos. Absolutely love it.
Taste of the Island was a good, that's not something to have on this.
Shout out to Powdered Toast Man. Today
This
we're
was
gonna
some gin.
Today we're going to talk about advertising ideas. I've always been passionate about advertising my entire fucking life. I've been obsessed with logos. I've been obsessed with Super Bowl ads. I'm obsessed with all that stuff. TV ads, all that stuff. When you see an ad, if you ever, being in the industry, when you see an ad, you're already dissecting it, right? Just like when I watch movies. In college, I took elective film studies. I took an elective of film studies, and we analyzed movies. So when I watch it, when I watch a movie,
Keep going.
when I watch a movie,
that.
I'm looking at the scenes in a more analytical way, as if, okay, what was the director thinking on this scene? And sometimes I have to disconnect that understanding. When I watch a movie, and I try not to think about those things. Why is Samir on the floor?
I'm so sorry, that was hilarious. We were recording you the whole time, and then you did something there.
Samir.
Smithsonian. Wait.
So
you said advertising.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
So when you see an ad, when I see an ad, the same way as when I look at a movie, I'm kind of understanding what they're trying to do. When you look at when you see an ad and it's completely irrelevant, just funny, like it's just like the Jake from Jake from State Farm.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 a.m. Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
That whole commercial is just people chit-chatting, hey, what are you calling me? And it's supposed to be funny. And then there is a message related to the brand within that ad. Most people, when they think of ads, they think of something very direct. Like, hey, do you need this and do you not? Are you in a position for that? That's more of a direct response. And I think that's a lot of what small business owners think that an ad should be.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent. And that's why I fight for you, Albuquerque.
Better call Saul. Saul Goodman, attorney at law, 505-164-CALL.
But if you have the ability to be extra creative, it doesn't hurt. But just know that you have to think about what exactly are you doing in that ad, and do you have the resources to run very different approach to ads where it might not be as direct and it might require a lot more impressions.
Those are the best ads right now. I mean, those are the best ads. If you go on TikTok, you go on Instagram, you go on whatever, the first thing you see, I almost guarantee you've seen a video where someone's driving and it's the POV inside the car, and then there's a person outside that goes, they almost get hit, hey, and then they throw a drink at the windshield, but then when they go to the window, they start talking about, their product. I mean, there's so many different, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
Those are like popular right now on social media because it grabs your attention. They'll show somebody falling, and right when it falls, they'll show like someone on the floor going, yeah, hey.
Dude, it's hilarious.
Students of Lincoln have fallen over themselves to book our amazing properties.
Some of these ads are really funny and they're fun to make. Like have fun with it. When you go and, make videos, I mean, just like videos and content in general is super important. We met with someone yesterday and they were saying the way that they make their content is a little bit different and it's very, it's not structured at all. It's literally like he puts a camera in his customer's face and asks some questions. It's not edited. There's no transition, but it works for him. It gets him what he wants. So like all these different types of the forms of content is a way of building trust with people and a way of entertaining while selling your product or service. And it's fun. It's fun to do it. We do the same thing with some of the products that we're doing. NavGen, you guys have heard of that. We have a bunch of videos scripted out that we're going to do that are really fun. God, it is so hard to find roofs that actually need a repair or replacement. I wish there was a better way than sneaking into someone's house.
Bro, what are you doing?
They're humorous. The people who we work with, the roofing contractors, they see these videos and they think it's really funny. We understand the comedic relief in that industry. And so it's like, it's a lot of fun to build that type of content, but not only is it fun, but it's important because if you don't have content out there, content right now is like the way to get in front of most of the eyes on social media. As an agency, we have a team of that, you met some of the members of the team where they do all this different content support, right? And creation. It's super important. It's very valuable. And that obviously, that leads to advertising in a way. If you go out as a business and you create all this fun content, you post it on TikTok, you post it on Instagram, you see which one grabs a lot of attention, you see which one works. Yeah. You then take that video or those two videos and you run a small ad campaign towards it, $5, $10, $20, $30 a day. The ones that work will convert well on ads.
Yeah.
It's a way to kind of test the environment with your own social media for free. Obviously, the recording time is money, whatever, for free. And then you run ads to the ones that perform the best, and you will likely see a great outcome out of it.
How do you feel about clickbait?
So, clickbait is there's it's interesting. It's big on YouTube, right? Like clickbait is big as long as it's not like.
I don't like it. It makes me angry. I feel like I'm being bullshitted. Like, for example, okay, let's talk about, all right, I'm not going to talk about it.
It depends on the context.
I'm not going to talk about Epstein, but it's all over the news right now. And I can see YouTubers going like, the John Jones files. Bro, shut the fuck up. Like, no one's going to click on you.
Like, to hurt someone else, that is...
No,
John, wait,
no,
what?
no, they'll... So let's say you're an influencer. They'll make a video with your name calling it the files, just because if everyone's like hot right now, like, oh my God, the Epstein files.
I feel like
I see it everywhere. I'm
I
like,
see what you're saying.
I'm like, this has nothing to do with the Epstein case. What the hell is this? And some fitness guy talking about working out. I'm like, bro, you made me click on this.
I think clickbait.
What is happening?
Clickbait is a good strategy as long as it is done.
But the
properly.
feeling it gives you when you're fucking not being truthful, and then they open the video and they're like, oh.
So yeah,
what?
see, okay,
I don't like
there's
that.
a difference between drawing attention and clickbait. There's a difference. Clickbait is drawing attention in a weird way. It's like you're baiting. You're baiting. It's literally like it's weird. You have to add context and definition behind it because realistically, you can call any thumbnail clickbait, but not really. It's not clickbait. You know what I mean? Like the John Jones files or whatever. Like like I don't listen. I love John Jones.
I don't know who John Jones is. I made up that name just so everybody.
He best fighter ever to live.
No, I made up that name just so everybody knows. I wasn't talking about John Jones.
I was
I
like,
made up the name.
I thought you saw a
I could
video
have said
about
John
him.
Smith, like a fake name. It was like
okay.
Everyone's using the word files.
Yes.
In their titles.
See, like,
and I go, whoa, what files are these?
Said that it's like we're interviewing John Jones today.
I fall for it, and I open it up, and I go, this has nothing to do.
At the end of the day, if your content's not good, like your click-through rate will be good, right? But like, there's a difference. If getting into technical terms, click-through and bounce are totally different things. I'd like to see I'd like to see a smaller bounce and with a smaller click-through than a huge click-through and a massive bounce. For people who understand the technical terms.
So when someone's running an ad, and sometimes people, there's an approach, which is not a bad approach, is using that precious time that you're running that ad and you're paying for that. Let's say it's paid content, paid for traffic, and you're turning it into an informative form of entertainment.
Yeah!
Hold on.
Have you ever had a dream that
if you run an ad that is more informative and entertaining, it's referred to as infotainment. It has nothing to do with Patrick Bet-David. Shout out to Patrick Bet-David.
Wait,
he didn't invent that.
PBD.
He didn't invent that term. He had some channel called infotainment. And I think he turned it into a brand, and I'm like, that's a standard word that's used.
You just used it.
I just didn't want someone to confuse it here. I'm referring to the actual utility word of infotainment is when you create content or an ad
that is entertaining.
Entertaining and educational. So some people, advertisers, they want to capitalize on that time by exchanging value. What
we do.
Yes, absolutely. So when you create an ad that provides, top 5 things to keep in mind before doing X, there's an exchange of value where for that end user consuming your content, you are exchanging and you're giving them some value. So that value could be a guide, an understanding, maybe an example, a case study, or the top things to understand.
It could also be a link to something that you could purchase, and then that link is also tied to the business that's selling the certain thing. I mean,
I'm a big fan of infotainment because I feel like if your intentions are genuine and you're providing information, you're answering questions, and you're providing value, there's that exchange where it would draw someone's attention to follow it through the whole way.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today on Real Business Roundtable. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you know about every single time we do an episode. We'll see you next time. Peace out.